Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am doing a slightly different video. I am not going to show you a recipe, but I am going to show you some of my absolute favorite tools that I have in my kitchen that make life infinitely better for me, so much easier. So let's go ahead and just get right to it. Now, there's so much here to show you. Let's start with this strainer basket. This thing is amazing, and I will have links to all of this down below. All of this stuff is super affordable. It can be found online, shipped straight to your home. Yeah, so affordable. Also, did I mention that? Okay, so this strainer basket fits across your sink, so you don't have to hold your strainer basket, so it fits across your sink, and it's collapsible. So I use this thing pretty much every single day. It mainly just lives in my sink all the time. And it's super easy to wash, super convenient. If I'm not using it, I fold it down flat and just stick it sideways in one of my cabinets. So I love this strainer. It is great. And it works for pastas, it works for fruit, and it holds like a ton. So if you get home from the grocery store and you want to wash like all your apples, you just throw all your apples in there, rinse them off real quick, or whatever. So I love this strainer. Okay, next, let's talk about keeping food fresh. These are so amazing. I will get home from the grocery store and I will take like all of our baby carrots and throw them in here. Or I'll take a head of celery and chop it up into like little, ants on a log size for my kids and throw them in here, and they stay good for ever, it seems like. The bigger ones are really great. These are the Rubbermaid Fresh something, I can't remember, but they're by Rubbermaid. The bigger ones we use for like lettuce. You can put iceberg, romaine, whatever you want. You can put full carrots in here. It stays good for weeks, so long. So these are so great for keeping your produce fresh. We actually took out our produce drawers and we use these instead because they work so much better. So these are amazing. Up next, now, I have used Pyrex forever. I love Pyrex. It's amazing. It can go in the oven, it can go in the microwave. They're super durable. The only thing that's not durable about the Pyrex storage containers is the lids. They always crack. So yeah, the glass is great. The lids, not so much, but there are replacement lids that you can buy, and these are silicone. Can you see that? So they're not that brittle plastic that comes with the Pyrex. They're silicone and they last so long. And when you put them on your Pyrex, let's see if I can do it. So you put them on your Pyrex and you can like squeeze out the air. So I don't know if you can see that. There's like a little dip, so you can squeeze out excess air in there. These are so amazing. They come in all the sizes. So like this is a 7-cup. I have some for my like 2-cup round ones. I have some for my square Pyrex. Yeah, they come in all the sizes to fit all your Pyrex needs. Love these. Love them, love them. Okay, up next, these are Swedish cleaning cloths. These will replace, for the most part, your paper towels, so you can go through less paper towels. They come in, I think this was like a pack of 15. They are machine washable. They soak up tons. They're super durable, so you use them kind of over and over and over until they get really grimy and gross, and then you just throw them in your wash, and then you can reuse them until they basically disintegrate. And they're biodegradable. The packaging that they come in is all biodegradable. Even the plastic wrap that it comes in is actually cornstarch, so you can throw that in compost. They're great, and they dry super quickly, so you just lay them flat to dry. They dry and you can reuse them, so you can mop up spills, you can wipe down your counters, you can wipe down your table, and use less paper towels, so you're spending a lot less. And these were, again, not very expensive. None of the stuff was very expensive. This Skoy, this is what we use instead of sponges in our sink. We bought a set. They come in sets of 2 or like 4, I think. A set of 2 is like $6.50 or $6.99, something like that. And they last us for years and years and years. We even had my neighbor replaced the headlamps on my car, and the headlamp was missing the seal. And so he just needed to like scrub down the old seal and he could put it on the new headlamp. He used one of these to scrub down the seal of the headlamp, and it worked just fine. We were able to throw it in our dishwasher afterwards, wash it, came out brand new. So these are amazing. They last a super long time. They're nice and scrubby, but they don't scratch nonstick if you have a nonstick pan. But they are tough enough to get off, like if you have something stuck on stainless steel, these are tough enough to do the job. So these are amazing and will keep you from going through a bunch of like scrub brushes or the sponges and things like that. And I believe, I want to say that they're made from recycled plastic, I think. I can't remember, but they're amazing. Up next, measuring spoons. I know, how are measuring spoons amazing? But these are square and they fit in your spice jars. So if you don't have a set of square measuring spoons, these will change your life. Get a set of square measuring spoons, and I promise you, cooking will be infinitely better. You will kick yourself for not getting these sooner. Square measuring spoons, even the tablespoon, the biggest one, will fit inside of a standard spice jar. All the spice jar, all the standard spice jars, this will fit inside of it. So these square measuring spoons, go and get you some. What is next? If you take your lunch to work, the brand PackIt makes these great little lunch containers, and they have these dividers that you can customize. So if you have a sandwich one day, oops, that's upside down. You can like slice up your sandwich and put it here and then put something else here. And it's almost like liquid proof. You could put like a hummus on this side and it won't seep through to the other side. So you can put like a sandwich and grapes. If you've got like smaller stuff, you can put like smaller dividers, you know, in there. So hummus and carrots and then a sandwich, things like that. So this thing is amazing. And then it seals nice and tight. And it just so happens to fit perfectly in their freezable lunch bags. So this lunch bag that they make has built-in ice packs. So when you get home from the day, you throw it in your freezer. You fold it up, throw it in your freezer. And when you pack your lunch the next day, you open it up and it's huge. So it'll fit this guy right down in the bottom. So you could pack like 2 of those. You could pack that plus like a water bottle or whatever. And then this, zips up. This is my kids, that's why it's mermaids. But they have adult designs too. And then it's got a handle. You can unclip it, clip it to a backpack or a purse or like whatever. You can clip it to, so you don't have to like carry it. But if you want to carry it, there is a carrying handle. And yeah, these are just amazing. They last so long. They make grocery bag size. So if your grocery store is super far from where you live and you want to go run errand, like a quick errand after you grocery shop, or you just don't want your frozen foods thawing by the time you get home, they make like a grocery bag size. So you can buy a couple of those if you need to. These are just amazing. Up next, these stainless steel cups. So my kids, when they went from drinking out of like, the sippy cups or whatever, I had all glass cups and I was like, they're gonna break all my cups. What am I gonna do? So we still have all of our glass cups. I didn't get rid of them. I think I gave like some away to friends and stuff, like the ones that were like mismatched. But I went out and I got these stainless steel cups, and then they have little silicone, I think I bought these separately, but little silicone holders, and they're all color coded. So each kid knows their color. And then when friends come over, they each get their own color. They love them. But yeah, stainless steel, they can drop them. They can go in the dishwasher. They're so great. And they're environmentally friendly. They last like forever. These are gonna last so long. We're never gonna have to replace them until the kids move out to college. Probably even then, I'll probably just send these with them. But yeah, they're great and they're the perfect size. They are 16 ounce. I can't remember. It'll show up when you click on the link down below. But yeah, so these are great. We use these for everything. What's next? Let's talk about these bowls. Okay, this is a set of 3 mixing bowls. And one of them is actually in my fridge right now, so I only have 2 to show you. But they have a lid, and then you'll notice the center pops out, and I'll show you why in a second. But the bowls have a non-slip bottom, so you set it down and it doesn't move. It's got a handle, so you can easily pour. It's got a pour spout, so you can also easily pour. They are stainless steel. so they're super durable. All 3 of the bowls are like that. So all 3 have the handle and the pour spout. And all 3 lids have where you can take the center out, and then you can, put that onto airtight seal so that you can store whatever you make in here or whatever in the fridge if you need to. Now, the center of these comes out because it has these little inserts. So you can put this in there and you can slice, or you can grate, or you can do a fine grate. And you put it, so I'll put this one in here, right on the bowl, and you can grate whatever you want, like your carrots, right into the bowl, just like this. And then when you're done, take it off, rinse it. All of this is dishwasher safe. The lids I do top rack, but they're also super easy to just wash by hand. It does not take that long. So these bowls are so amazing. I love them. Let's see if I can get it all back together. Okay. And they stack nice and neat too. So they all just stack nested together like that. So it doesn't take up a whole lot of room in your cabinet. Okay, next, if you've watched a couple of my videos, you may have seen these colorful lids on my mason jars. These are great. They are one piece so that you're not fiddling with like the lid and the rim that traditionally comes with mason jars. They're plastic, so they don't bend, they don't rust, anything like that. They come in big packs like this, and they come with both the wide mouth as well as the standard mouth. And then they also come with little like silicone rings that you can put on the inside. I've honestly never used the rings. I haven't needed to. They work just fine without them, but they do come with them if you want to use them. Now, you can't use these for canning, but you can, like this is my matcha for in the morning, my tea. I use them for like my rice, my beans, things like that, where I don't need to, worry about like canning and making a seal that's going to last for years and years and years and things like that. So I just use these plastic lids and they are fantastic. Okay. If you are finding this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button. Last item on the list, and this is literally life-changing. So when I cook, first off, I tend to, whenever it's spaghetti night, I always just am wearing a white shirt. I don't plan it. I just, on accident, it happens. So this apron is completely waterproof. Like, I don't know if you can hear that. It's completely waterproof. So you can just wipe it clean. But then on the sides, it has these nice little fuzzy, I don't know if you can see them, they're fuzzy. So you can dry your hands on these. So when you go to like rinse off your hands, you don't have to find a towel. You just have this on, boop, and just wipe your hands clean. It's so amazing. Plus, it's got a pocket still. So you can hold, whatever you need. So this apron is life-changing. I love this. I still have all my other aprons, but I never wear them. This is my new favorite. So especially this right here. I'm always wiping my hands clean on it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section down below. If you have favorite gadgets of your own or tips and tricks, things like that, go ahead and put them in the comment section down below, and I will see you next time.